There is Napa. It's 1-0. We are back to business here.
Oh, yeah!
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Borderline Glory. It's been a while. Gaffer's been out injured, but we are back. We've been doing a few streams over on the Twitch. They might be going now for good if you want to get involved in them. Twitch.tv/MatovFM. But in today's episode, we have got two games coming up. The first in the league. We come up against Lille, who are not doing too well for themselves, but we are doing very well for ourselves. We are top of the table, 3 points clear. We're not doing too bad, let's just put it that way. We obviously had that very frustrating loss last time out, but since then we've played quite a few games. We had the two Champions League games, but every single game in the league after that we have won, including against PSG, which was a big performance from us, but we were very convincing in that one. We played against Liverpool, a 3-1 loss there at home, Juventus, a 3-0 loss away. It's been a bit a shambles in the Champions League is probably the way to describe it, but we do have a game today against Atletico Madrid, and we would take their spot in the playoffs by the looks of it. We still have 4 games to go, even if we are 1 in 3 so far. We're still in with a good case to go and qualify for the next round, and we do have some games which are probably more favourable for us coming up against AEK, Ajax, and then the one after, or maybe this one we need a win in, but we did beat them in the Conference League final last year in Atletico Madrid. We also have a league game before that against Lille, as we said. That'll be a big game for us to go and continue to solidify our place at the top of the table. A very good record so far, 11 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. That draw came in the last episode if I'm not mistaken. It was in between, or just before actually. We had a bit of a rocky form, as you can see, and it was a bit frustrating to lose that game to Lyon, but they've dropped off a bit, and what can you do? It's one of those. That just happens, part of the plot I guess, but we are top of the table, 3 points clear of PSG. Let's go and get straight into it. The first game of the day, both at home against Lille. So the team for this game against Lille starts with the Trugger in goal. We've got Backland, Agbenifo, Juan Mazza, Jack Barber, Jaworski, Blazquez, Newhard in the middle, Garcia on the left, Luis on the right, and Napa up top. Kick-off here in this game against Lille. Lille's always going to be a tough game, a good test for us, but if we can, win games with ease like these, then we should go and win this league title, and why not? The aim for this season is to try and go for that treble, and who's going to stop us realistically if we continue to play the way that we are? We'd have to do a little bit better in the Champions League, but I'm sure it'll come for us. There is Napa. It's 1-0. We are back to business here with Saint-Etienne. It's been a while, but those streams have been going. They've been real good fun. If you do want to come and join those, I was streaming quite a lot back in the day, but now we're trying to get a bit of momentum, bit of steam going with those. If you want to join, probably look at around 8 PM UK time most nights in the week, maybe a little bit different on the weekends, but yeah, make sure to check those out, or go and join the Discord to get informed of when those streams do get fired up. Here is the ball for Lille down this left hand side. They're going to try and square it potentially. We are 1-0 up off the back of that Napa goal. It's a lovely finish from him, and he is we leave this guy for a week and we come back and he's still going strong, which is very, very impressive down this left hand side. Rock Barber goes in with a bit of a harsh challenge there, and this might be a penalty for the opposition, which would be very frustrating. How is Napa doing on his numbers? He is actually, for the first time in a while, behind on goals to games played, which is not often you've seen that from him, but I'm sure he will bounce back and get ahead once again. If you don't remember, he did score 35 goals in the league last season. Hopefully he goes to repeat something like that, and a title might be in his hands at the end of it. Trugger with the save to keep us at 1-0 here. It's a lovely save from him, and he's class at them, honestly. I don't know if he's saved any this season, but last season he had quite a few penalty saves. That's how a lot of penalty saves. Where would it show us that? Pens for Pen F. If we could look at last season, I'm sure we'd see quite a lot of those penalty saves. Will it show us here? Penalty PF. I cannot see where that would be. Clean sheet, stuff like that. Yeah, it's not going to be there. Here's Garcia on the ball. What's he going to do with this? Can he look square? He does. Nuhard, header in. Luis, where will he go with this? Pulls it back, edge of the area. Rock Barber has the shot. Nuhard. I don't know why Rock Barber didn't go for the shot. It looked like he was lining it up on his weaker left foot, but still could have had a good crack from there. And ultimately, he's not able to convert with that. But it's a good bit of early pressure. You know, the only real chance Lille have had is from that penalty, so we can be very happy with the way we are playing so far. PSG losing by the looks of it. They're not played yet, that makes sense, but it looks like Lyon have dropped down a little bit and Nice are starting to make a bit of a climb, but we are 4 points clear of them, even if they do get a win and we get a win, which is always good, because even if we were to lose our next game, we would go and still be first, which is great. Here is Garcia, lovely ball. Nuhard is so unlucky to not score there. Luis gets this ball touched down, and what we're going to do this one, work out to the left. We will go and look to do that. There's Agbenifo on the ball, but he's not able to do anything with that in the end. That is really good play here in this first half, and hopefully this carries through into the Atletico Madrid game. You will remember that Atletico Madrid game is a hard fought one. We did have to really work for that result, but ultimately we got it in the end, and hopefully it goes through today, because we do need to win some games. If we don't win this one, we're going to be in real trouble. We do have 2 games at the end of the season which we are looking to win, but even if we don't win against Newcastle as well, then it's going to be an exact same kind of season as the 2 years ago in the Champions League, and we just don't want that. That would be absolutely heartbreaking to get on 9 points and miss out by 1 again, or a goal difference again. How frustrating that would be. We go to half time here, the score is 1-0. We have a fully rested team. They did have a bit of a break in that winter period, so we had quite a few games in a very long break. It's been quite some time since you've joined us, but still we're in a really good position with the sharpness, the tiredness is being managed, tiredness, fatigue, and the rest is also being balanced very, very well. We're all going to look to make some changes here shortly, but we've got about 10 minutes in some of these boys who will be coming off. Here is Garcia, potentially one who could come off. The competition is obviously on in those wingers to see who can get the most goals and assists, and to be fair to Garcia, he should have had an assist off the back of that Nuhard goal. So unlucky to not go in. Here's Napa, he's in behind, it's 2-0, what a goal that is, and Jose Luis has added to his assist tally. 50 minutes gone, Napa is on for another hat-trick, exactly what we like to see, and that will mean he does now go ahead on, he should do, 15 and 14, he will now go ahead, well clear in the league on goals scored, which is always ideal. Here is Garcia on the ball. Can he look to go and square it? What can he do with this one? He's fouled there. Surely a penalty. It doesn't look like it's going to be. I mean, to be fair, it looks similar to that Rock Barber penalty. Nuhard, what a goal that is. It's 3-0 here. I don't know why that's going to go down as an own goal. Any touch from an opposition player, and they all seem to go down as own goals, but that is a lovely finish. He just places that so well, so calmly, and that is another goal for Saint-Etienne. We're going to look to make some changes here. Let's see if we can go and bring on. We need to get some players sharp who may not be. We'll bring Blasquez off, bring Silva into the middle. I'm going to bring Juanma off just to risk him not getting a red card. I'm going to bring Olafsson on. Do I? I kind of want to, because I kind of want to bring Rockbauer off. Do you know what? I will go and do it. Then Campoy will bring into the middle, and Mace will also bring in at left back for Agbenifo. There are the 5 changes. No attacking changes, but I think that's not the worst thing to do. We need to secure this 3-0 win and get these defenders sound for the next game. The attackers can stay on, keep farming their goals and assists, and they can easily be subbed off in the next game coming up against Atletico Madrid. It's going to be an interesting one, but I do feel like we can definitely get the win, and we do really need a win. 6 points after 5 games is a good foundation to get at least that playoff spot. I don't know if it'd be enough for any higher than that. 12 points I don't think would be. We do have 4 games left. We could get 15 points. Well, who really knows? I think Newcastle are quite good in this day and age in the Champions League. The stats have been very, very even between the two teams, but ultimately the score is 3-0, and the stats clearly lie, because we've been the far better team if we've been able to get 3 goals. Here's Garcia. Mace goes and finds Garcia down this left hand side. Can he square it? He beats his man. He's going to look to square it now. What a ball that is, but no one is there to receive it. Campoy Luis, can he get the shot in? He does. It's 4-0. It's a hat trick of goals and assists for Jose Luis. He's absolutely taken charge of that battle between them two. He's going to go up to 13 goals and assists, and how many is it going to be? It's 14 goals and assists for Luis and 9 goals and assists for Garcia. He has got his work cut out if he wants to go and make that comeback in that battle of the wingers. A 4-0 win. This is going to be really good for our goal difference. Hopefully there isn't a goal conceded now. Just as we say that, let's go and have a look. A bit of defending required. We do have fresh legs on this pitch, including Josh Liddell, who's pretty good at these headers, and he was there at the near post, put on a bit of pressure, and he does keep the score at 4-0 here. We are going to be in first place. PSG to play their game. We'll see the result after, but the full time whistle goes in this one, and it is a 4-0 win against Lille. And the team stays in one shape. Treguer in goal, backline of Agbonifo, Juan Mazza, Jack Barber, Jaworski, Blazquez, Newhard in the middle, Garcia on the left, Luis on the right, and Napa up top. As the two teams make the walk here for the Champions League, it's a walk that was made just a few months ago in that Conference League final. The team for Atletico Madrid not looking too different, but this is a big one for us. We really need a win in order to show, we need to prove to ourselves that we can go and qualify. 6 points with 3 games remaining would be good. We went into our last 2 games with just 3 points, so that would always be ideal to go and get the win today, and it is a real big one for us, so hopefully we do go and do it. PSG doing very well for themselves up there in second place. Monaco as well are there, but they're not doing that well in the league, so I don't know what's going on there. Who knows? Blazquez on the ball down this left hand side. Agbonifo, Garcia, lovely little bit of play down the left is Blazquez, returns it to Agbonifo. Can he play down the line? He does. He finds Garcia. He's going to look to square it. What can we do with this one? It's to the back post. It's Julio Napa, and he just heads it wide. Not often you see him do that, but it's a good early chance for us. Gives us that bit of relief. I feel like this game, we know we can beat Atletico Madrid. It's a Champions League game. We need a win. That will create a lot of pressure and a lot of doubt, but if we just get this goal, we will be settled, and we will know and be confident in ourselves that we can get the result that we're looking for here in this game, which is all 3 points in the stat Jeffrey Gichard, and hopefully it is something we go and secure. Where are we? We are down quite far in that table. We might have been past 31st. I don't think so, but who knows? Here is Blazquez on the ball. He's going to look to advance it up the field. We won't be that far down actually, because we're on 4 points as it stands, which will be a lot more than teams below us. Lovely tackle that is though by Garcia. Newhard, Napa, can he look to have the shot? What a little effort that is, and he's unlucky really to not wrap that right into the top corner. Very unfortunate. We are down in 27th, is it? Yeah, 27th, but as you can see, if we get a win, we would go up into a playoff spot by the looks of it. If our goal difference is alright, I don't think it's doing too bad. There is some big teams down in these ranks here. Dortmund, Barcelona, Chelsea, all down here. They're not having the most solid of campaigns, so hopefully we can go capitalise on that, maybe take their positions in the next round. But yeah, the treble is still on as it stands, top of the league. We're looking for that playoff spot in the cup, looking to defend as well. Who knows how it's going to end up this season. Here is Napa on the ball. He's advancing. He's in a very interesting position. He goes back post, free header. Garcia, 1-0. 3 points coming up against Atletico Madrid. Lovely goal from that one there. And he is starting the battle once again in this game. He gets first blood from the wingers. First blood against Atletico Madrid. And we are going to go into half-time 1-0 up. By the looks of it, we can be very happy with the way we played there, and that is going to be a successful first half. We move into 23rd place actually, so that must mean our goal difference is actually really good, which we can't complain about. Take a look at this, by the way. Benfica in 7th, Liverpool in 5th, Napoli in 4th, PSG in 2nd, Bayern Munich in 1st. That's 5 teams in the top 8 that we've had to play in the last 2 years, which is just crazy. We'll have to play Newcastle coming up. Lille are in 10th as well. We just beat them 4-0. I don't really know what's going on, but I guess the away games have just been a little bit difficult for us. I mean, we played against Liverpool, lost at home, but apart from that, Juventus away, and then the other one was who was it? It was I can't remember who it was. We lost to someone, which was not ideal, but who cares? I think we simulated those games. We had that curse, but I can't put it down to that. I'm sure if we were there, we could potentially go and have a bit more of a competitive game. The Juventus game, that's a game we should be at least getting a point in, so we just didn't turn up by the sounds of it. And then Liverpool in Europe could arguably be the worst game anyone could play, to be honest. I don't think there is a worse game. Maybe Real Madrid is about as tough as it gets. But yeah, Liverpool, when you see those, you think they've just got that Champions League or a 6-time champions, and it happened there similar. But who knows? We just have to go and take every game as it comes, and wherever we get into this Champions League, there'll be tough games, but that'll make it very interesting, and we can pull off some big upsets. Should we go and get the results, it would be very, very nice. Here is on the 60-minute mark, 1-0 to Saint-Etienne, 25 minutes remaining. We're going to look to make some changes here. We are 1-0 up, but it's not the result we want just yet. We probably want to look to go get a few more goals. There's not loads of time to go and get the goals and the points and the goal difference. Ultimately, that could be the difference maker depending on how many points we get. That shot does go in, and it is 1-1 here after 65 minutes. That is very frustrating, and we really need to go and get a second goal. They've just switched off momentarily, and that's led to a goal for Saint-Etienne. 66, 6-7 minutes crosses here. We're going to look to make some changes now. I'm going to bring Garcia off for Minge, even though he's not that sharp. I'll bring Mace on as well down that left hand side, gives us a fresh pair of legs down that side. Josh Liddell on potentially. I'm going to bring him on just for his aerial threat. We'll bring him off for Zajac, is it? Yeah, we'll go with Zajac. And then we'll make those 3 changes first of all and see how it goes and plays out. A point here would be good for us, but we just need a bit more, to be honest. It's not convincing, and we just need to rack up as many points as possible. If we beat Atletico Madrid here, we would go ahead, and it looks like it might be one of those days for us. 11 shots on target to Atletico Madrid's 1, and their 1 is the only one they'll get all game, and the only one that they'll get is a goal. Would you believe it? And it's just going to be frustrating. Maybe just not our time in the Champions League, but as long as we qualify, that's all we can care about. This is Josh Liddell's moment right here. It's Jose Luis on the ball. Can he go and get up for it? He's waiting in the back post with Julio Napa. Jose Luis plays it in. Who's going to get to it first? It's Napa. Winner in the 92nd minute. I told you it was coming. That is a well-deserved win and a late winner, just like we did in the Conference League final. The same result in extra time. It was in extra time in the Conference League final, and we move up into the playoffs. 6 points on the board, and tomorrow's episode, it will be us playing for a playoff spot in the Champions League. So there you have it. It was a hard-fought win in the Champions League and a big win in the league against Lille. We can be very happy with the way that we've played. We move provisionally into a playoff spot, and the teams above us in Lille, PSG and Monaco, I believe we have beat all of them so far this season, which is quite frustrating that they're ahead of us, but who knows, maybe we're saving our best till last when we get further up in the or further down the competition, in those round of 16 quarter-final ties, which we will be aiming for in tomorrow's episode. Ajax, AEK Athens, both at home, and both really big games. You have 4 games in a row at home, plus before that the Trophy des Champions at the Stade Laurent Picou, as you can see there, against PSG. A trophy on the line for us. Obviously not that significant of a trophy, but still a trophy, and you'll see whether or not we won that in the next episode. But 4 games at home, which is going to be really good for us. 4 wins would just be perfect. If you did enjoy that episode, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Make sure to go and join the Discord down below and join the Twitch streams, twitch.tv/MatovFM. I'll leave you all this little tune. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all for another episode soon. Thank you. Bye bye.